Well, no, you're just being louder than I am. On the mood board, you'll see prisms and wings. The starting point for this guy was literally just a cube with wings. Despite their appearance, this little guy is wise beyond your imagination. I'm thinking I might give it a mythical status. Pause the video on the dex entry if you're a slow reader like myself.
Prismala are sought for wisdom, and though they aren't the best with words, they use their psychic abilities to instill knowledge.
Let's move right along to pal number 2. So, if you watched my last video to the end, you may find this guy a little familiar. His silhouette was used at the end of the video in the Who's That Fakemon portion. My idea when I sat to sketch this guy was a reanimated carcass that wears bones like an armor. I decided to add gases to the body to imply the carcass is in fact dead. And by the way, the mane is the actual entity.
Dine-hosts reside in the caves but will surface during invasions and lead younger pals to safety.
After pal number 2, I bring you pal number 4. Wait, that's not right. If you've ever heard of a Myrmecolian, you might appreciate this guy. A friend assigned me this design as a written prompt. Basically, a Myrmecolian is a mythological ant-lion hybrid. He had one rule for me: no reference images.
For Miss Ion built the caves that younger pals now use as escape routes during invasions.
Okay, now it's time for pal number 4. I had the idea for this little guy when I learned that some penguins steal pebbles for nest building. Though this guy will not need to steal from his neighbors to build his home, as they shed and regrow all the pebbles they'll need. I'm thinking this guy might be too young to participate in invasions, but I'll probably have them be some type of sentinel, meaning they will be one of the pals that are tasked with warning other beasts of invasions.
Penguins have diving competitions amongst themselves. The winners are assigned as diving sentinels.
On to the 5th and final pal of the video. As you can see from the reference images, I wanted to create a chameleon-like thing in the shape of a crescent moon. These guys don't exactly change colors, rather, they are semi-transparent, giving them similar stealth abilities to real-life chameleons. I couldn't put my finger on it, but there was just something I didn't like about the face, so I changed it quite a bit while doing the final line work. The shapes made me want to give this guy an electric typing, making them a taser-like weapon. Read more about that on the dex entry.
Chameleona are thrown like a boomerang and leave behind a lightning bolt trail, paralyzing those who make contact.
Moving on to pal number 6. I know I said pal number 5 was going to be the last one of the video, but I don't know why. I lie sometimes. I just be doing that. I came up with this girly while listening to my favorite band, Kitty. Kitty is an all-female Canadian metal band that I've been listening to since the late 90s. They went on a hiatus for over 10 years, but in 2024 they made a comeback with Fire, which is by far their best album. My personal favorite song from the album is Grime. By the way, this isn't two separate forms. One is just relaxed while the other is startled.
Aquiline are very skilled warriors. Their teeth are made of sulfur, and their saliva and tears are acidic.
Well, that's all the pals I have for you kids this week. But before you go, there are a couple ways you can get your concepts featured on a future video. Submissions can be digital or on a clean, unwrinkled sheet of paper. Not an artist? Submit a text-only dex entry. Tune in next week to figure out who's that Fakemon. Have any guesses on what you think it might be? Leave a comment. And if you ever feel like you've left too many comments, just leave 2 more. And please use this for your submissions. The more information you include, the more understanding I'll have when rendering your ideas. Understand that your submissions are not commissions, but commissions are prioritized. Thanks for watching until the end. I upload a new video every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications, and I'll see you right here next week.